Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. What a fun night we had last night. Right after the daily close, we got a little bit of downside pressure. But right now, we're going to look at Dixie on a daily time frame. And you can see that Dixie is starting to look like it's going to pull back a little bit. We were looking for that yesterday, but yesterday it was kind of just chugging along. Looking for this triangle to fill out. We don't want to lose that 103.90 level to the downside. As long as we hold that 104 level, sideways and up is what we're looking for. So if we come back a little bit down today, don't give yourself a panic attack. It will give, yes, crypto a little bit of much deserved and needed upside, but it shouldn't be anything like nail in the coffin kind of situation. A little bit of sideways here and then up is what I'm looking for. If we start closing under 103.50, I'll be a little bit more cautious. And then definitely if we start closing under 102.50. I don't know why the second line is here. I'm going to remove this one. That way we understand that this is what we're looking at. These three levels, and then worst case scenario, that 100 to 101 level. So Dixie right now coming back for a pullback, looking for some support, and then I'm looking for upside. Okay, as Dixie comes down, we should get some upside in crypto. Let's see how that plays out. Now let's start with the fun with Bitcoin chart. Everything. Yesterday, there was tweets coming out about how Silvergate Bank, the main bank that Gemini and Coinbase uses, is no longer going to do um, transactions of on ramp and off ramp for crypto, and that they're having some liquidity issues. They might go bankrupt. They're not releasing their earnings report. Blah 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 blah. As that news event came, there was a hedge fund that was dumping a lot of liquidity and using arbitrage on other altcoins to basically fund this drop. We were going sideways for so long that I was like, something's going on, something's going on. Finally, that bottom dropped, and basically, I'm assuming they were filling their short over here at 1640 or 24K on BTC. And then they are probably going to be taking their profit right about now at 21.7. Any how should I go about this? Any close under this 21.7 on a daily time frame is risk for downside, okay? And right now we're not in a bullish posture. So today's daily close is very important as to where we find support. Until we find support, we cannot make any assumption as to, hey, this is looking for sideways and up, this and that. Right now on a daily time frame, I'm looking to see, are we gonna close above 21.7 today? And if not, then I will manage accordingly, is the situation. Um, yeah, if we lose 21.7, then here's 21.3, the 100 EMA over here. If we lose that, then we're going to be, going to lower targets. I mean, I don't know what else to say other than, maybe 19.8, maybe 17.6, maybe 18.5. We don't know. So after today's daily close, I can let you know more of a realistic idea. Just know that this is very, very ugly formation. We had bear div, okay, from here to here. It's finally playing out. The 200 EMA was the first tap. We're not even oversold yet. We have room to the downside. Now let me go to the 4 hour. Looking at the 4 hour time frame, you can see that yeah, we wicked and we got this little buy up, but this is not the healthiest way to say upside. This can be up and then down again, etc., etc., etc. I would like to see us either come down to test that 21.8 area for me to buy along, or come test up into 22.9, almost 23 to take a short. Okay, between 22.7 to 22.9, I would be looking for a short, trying to take profit basically down here at 21.8 to 21.3, because I understand that a lot of people are going to buy this dip thinking it's going to go back up or whatever, but we are going to be facing a lot of resistance to the upside. So even if we come back to this 23 or 23.2, or 23.3, it's gonna more than likely be resistance, and we're gonna have to fight a good fight to get out of that area. Here, this position real quick. Okay. Yeah, so what I'm looking for is if we go sideways, that's fine, but I would like the daily close to go sideways, and then I would look for us to try to claim above this 21 or 22.9, about 23K. Until we close a 4 hour above 23K, I'm not looking for a 23.5. And if we can't get above this 23K, this is a shorting opportunity to come back and take profit back at 21.7 or 21.8 to 21 even. I don't think we're gonna just get away with this dump that easily. I think people are gonna feel the pain before we actually see the reversal. So just be warned that right now we're in the middle. I wouldn't want to do anything until I see one end or the other tap. If you enter right here, you're at risk of getting liquidated on either end. Okay, so yeah, we're basically trying to come off a bullish divergence on the low, but this does not scream upside to me. This screams, hey, test this wick, then you can look for upside. There's no free rides in crypto, guys. There's no free rides. This is not a easy long or an easy short. A smarter trader would wait, yeah, at least for another 4 hour candle. And in about 2 hours, US markets are going to open. So if US markets are opening good, then great, you can look for some upside. If you see downside pressure on the US markets, then you should be ready because all the people who lost, they got a lot, I think it was like $250 million in liquidations or so. Whoever the people lost that money, they're more than likely going to either rush back into a long and then give the market another opportunity to leg down. So it's just like I don't like this situation. It just looks like one of those dead cat bounces to me. So be patient is the word of advice I can give you on this. Okay. Let me go now to ETH on the daily. And then I'm gonna get you guys out of here because I already see the market is looking like it's about to test that wick to the downside. I don't want you guys not to be prepared and ready for that opportunity. Here we go. And just so you know, I was short on ETH. I took profit. I re-shorted it earlier this morning. I'm going to hold my short from ETH from 1565-ish. And then I'm going to see where I want to add my long because I don't think we're going to go up before we go down. Yeah, I don't think dip buyers are going to be rewarded for what just went down. Here is ETH on a daily time frame. As you can see, we are testing into this 200 EMA. As long as we hold here and sideways, this inverse head and shoulder formation is still valid. I just need to not close under 1540 today. And then next day we need to open and then continue up. Otherwise, the risk of still going down is there, and that's what we're trying to avoid. Aside from that, let me show you. If we can get a close above 1630, 1625, we could look for upside possibility. But until that level is actually closed above on a daily, we have to just look for flatty floaty action. And then more than likely, you can come down and test this low over here at 1460 before finding support and then continuing up. So please do be ready and cautious of that level. Right now, the market is not telling you jump into a long. It's telling you to be careful for downside pressure on a daily time frame. Here is the 4 hour chart. On a 4 hour, you can see we just opened this candle. We had 8 hours of sideways after this wick. Why are people thinking this is going to go up? Makes no sense to me. There's not even any bullish divs yet. I mean, you're just assuming that this tap of this wick is going to be the reversal. I don't want to play that game. I want to actually see proof, and then the proof would be testing this wick and not breaking it and then continuing it up. Uh, Not testing into that wick is very suspicious to me, is what I would say. The market is not that nice. Cool. So I do think we're gonna look for much lower and test into that wick. And then after that wick gets tested, we can see if we're gonna continue or not. Oh, sorry for the lag. Let's slide back down. All right, there you go. Another thing is on a 4-hour time frame, we already crossed the EMAs to the downside. Once the 21 and the red EMA cross under the 200, it's going to be a lot more pressure to the downside. So we have about 4 hours to actually come test back into this $1,600 level. If we can't get to there and above, more than likely we will continue the rollover. If we lose this 1540 level, I would be definitely looking at 1500 to 1400 as the next stop, just to basically test all these neckline, and then this inverse head and shoulder will get invalidated when that move occurs, and then we'll be looking for a channel for the upside. So just be aware that, you know, anything can happen right now. We're kind of in the middle of like the dump. So just be patient for a bullish divergence before you kind of jump into a long. Otherwise, you're kind of at risk of being caught in the market volatility. And that's basically all I have for us today. I mean, the chart is acting goofy because the market is running. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, I mean, today is going to be a day of waiting for your levels. And unless 1600 hits, why would you short? And unless you get the long after the test of this wick, like say 1540, 1550, then you kind of just need to be patient. Because if you're trading in the middle, I would suggest extremely, extremely low leverage then if you're trading in the middle. And that way you can add in either direction depending on what position you take. But if you're going full port into these middle ranges, you're going to get burned because whole day yesterday I told everyone don't trade that fib gap, don't trade that fib gap. And it was that probably saved a lot of people from getting liquidated on their lungs because we were floating in an area and then finally lost the point of control around 1635, 1640. And that's when I shorted yesterday. And that was right after daily close I shorted because I was like, okay, I'm going to go to sleep. I'm not going to take a long unless we go lower. I don't want to even add to my short unless we go higher, but I'll take this short as an insurance policy since we can't claim the POC for the last 48 hours. So that just was TA working out on my side. Did I know that we were going to dump that hard? Hell no. Did I expect it? Hell no. But I did have that target down there for us to be able to be ready for 1540 because 1575 was the golden pocket. And I did start trying to long that area. So it's like, you guys have to be pre-planned and ready for these moves to occur. No one who didn't know of this level here yesterday was even looking at it because they were looking at this and up to the moon. They did not think of downside. And the fact that this downside occurred is not even bearish because it's a bull flag that we're forming, consolidating. This bull flag is the inverse head and shoulders shoulder for upside. So don't get too bearish yet, is what I'm trying to get at. You know, I understand the market did nasty stuff, but that's the market's job. So be careful, be cautious, review this video and the levels if you need to. Aside from that, guys, please leave a like, subscribe, press the bell button for notifications if you haven't already. I would love for you to get these videos as they come out so you can add, subtract, defend your position accordingly. If there's anyone else you know that's interested in this kind of markets, please feel free to have them join our Discord server or our YouTube channel. I would love to talk to them further about the markets. And if you have any questions or concerns, leave it in the comment section below. If there are any other assets you would like me to cover, leave it in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to cover it in the next video. And yeah, please, 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 if you're interested in trading with us live, join us on our Discord server. The Discord server is in the description of this video below. Thank you so much for your time, love, and support, guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Be safe today. Bye-bye.